They did the monster.
MAYhem.
Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to Monster Mayhem. Day 4. Now today we're going to be talking about one of my favorites, The Invisible Man. The Invisible Man is a 1933 film, which runs approximately 71 minutes, and is directed by James Whale. Now he passed away on May 29th, 1957, at the age of 67. This stars Claude Rains as Dr. Jack Griffin. He passed away on May 30th, 1967, at the age of 77. Gloria Stewart as Fiora Cranley. She passed away on September 26, 2010, at the age of 100. That's pretty cool. She was also the lady in the Titanic in the beginning. And William Harrigan as Dr. Arthur Kemp. He passed away on February 1st, 1966, at the age of 79. Now, this had a budget of $328,000, and it had a worldwide gross of $27,000. And the Invisible Man and the Creature were the only two monsters never used by Hammer. All right, I'll give you a brief synopsis. When a scientist, after an experiment, turns himself invisible, he goes mad while staying at the Lion's Head Inn. Griffin is finally pushed to the brink and goes on a terrible rampage as the Invisible Man. Like I said, mostly everybody has seen these movies. This is one of my favorites, and it's weird because when I saw this when I was a kid, I didn't like this movie that much. And I think when I was watching it with Joe this time, I finally figured out the reason why. I was not into horror comedy at all. I loved basically straight horror, and, I love my slashers, and creature features were always fun, so that's why I kind of like the Universal Monsters. This was a little bit more over the top, and it kind of came off more like a horror comedy in a way. I mean, there's some really mean-spirited stuff in here, don't get me wrong. But Claude Rains, and of course the the older lady from the inn, which, man, she's something. She's definitely a character. She's also in Bride of Frankenstein as well, which we're doing next, but I mean, a lot of the performances were over the top, and like I said, even though some of the stuff was pretty mean-spirited for that time, I really think that, the wackiness kind of sometimes overshadowed the mean-spirited stuff a little bit. Now, in my opinion, the effects were great, and something that Joe said to me, because he hadn't seen this in a very long time, and I told him that this was one of my favorites, and I'd watched it probably 3 times in the last year and a half. And he said when we were watching it, he said, can you imagine how perplexed people were watching this on the big screen with these incredible special effects? And while they kind of seem tame now and, not like what we have now, of course, they still hold up really well, and they're still done extremely well. This movie's fantastic. Like I said, it's one of my favorites, and Joe and I are actually going to be ranking these at the very end, so definitely stay tuned to the end of Monster Mayhem, which is, of course, at the end of the month. And don't forget to check out Joe's review of The Invisible Man. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.